Welcome to Geotech Quick Fix. In this video, I will run you through how to clip raster data such as satellite imagery or any form of georeferenced basemap. By the end of this video, you learn how to subsect your satellite imagery by extent and by mask. You will learn how to identify the clipping method that is suitable for your project. Now let's get started. Here we have our satellite imagery in QGIS interface. Now, to start with, we'll go to the menu bar and select raster. Then we go to extraction. In the extraction tool, we have two methods, which is clip raster by extent and clip raster by mask. So we're going to run through the two methods. So let's start by using the clip raster by extent. Now a dialog box will come out where you have to input the layer, which is a raster layer that you want to clip. Then in the clip extent, in this case, you input the coordinate of the extent that you want to clip. Now, there is a way this will be arranged. So here, a coordinate of the extent has been typed in this notepad. So if you want to arrange it, go to the extent, the longitude of the lower left corner and the longitude of the upper right corner will be separated with comma, and also the latitude of the lower left corner and the latitude of upper right corner will be separated by comma. So the coordinate of the extent will be arranged this way, so you can easily copy it and paste it in the clipping extent. So this will be used at the extent of the imagery that you want to clip. So now let's run this and see the outcome. Here you select this three dot icon to save your output file, GH. So let's click run to start the process. Now this shows that the clipping process has been completed. So we can off the main satellite imagery. You zoom to layer to show the imagery that has been clipped. Here we have the satellite imagery that has been clipped with the same resolution as the original raster data. So here we have the imagery. Another method under the clip by extent is, if you come to this drop down here, another method that you can use is to draw a rectangular extent on the map canvas. So if you want to draw a rectangular extent, you click here, then the extent that you draw will mark the extent that will be clipped on the imagery, and draw a rectangle by clicking left click and draw rectangle across your project area. Then when you cover the project area, you release the left click, you release it. So it's going to bring you the dialog box. Then in the clipped extent here, the only thing you have to do is just to set the output file where it will be saved by clicking the three dot icon here and click save to file. So when you do that, you just say, you give your clip image a name, IMG1. So let's save and click run. Now the clipping has been completed. So let's off the main layer. We can see what we have clipped here. You can see what we have clipped here. So let's try another approach that is useful. So here we have the other method, which is clip raster by mask layer. So in this case, we're going to use a existing shapefile. For clipping by masks, it requires using existing shapefile, which actually covers the extent that you want to clip. So now let's add a shapefile for an extent. So let's use this. So zoom to layer to go to where the layer is. So now we have this extent. So we can remove the fill color to make it hollow. So here we have the extent I want to clip by mask. So come to Raster, then go down to extraction. From the extraction tool, the two options that is available is clip raster by XN and clip raster by mask. So you select clip raster by mask. You add the satellite imagery that you want to clip. Then now the mask layer will be the extent. It's already indicated there. If it's not indicated, you can easily drag it and drop. So next thing to do is just to set the coordinate system so that the coordinate system of the shapefile corresponds with coordinate system of the satellite imagery. So we can select the coordinate system here, the source, the coordinate reference system of the source layer, which is the satellite imagery, is in UTM zone 32, WGS is 4, and the target CRS, so still the same thing. What we do next is to select the three dots and save the output file. Select save to file. So when you click save to file, the working folder will come. Click save. When that's completed, you can click run. Now the clipping process is complete. You can now close the dialog box. So you can see, I will zoom, that the image has been clipped. You can now off the main satellite imagery. This is the clipped accent. This is the clipped image. As you can see, the image is clipped with the same resolution as in original satellite imagery. This brings us to the end of this tutorial. I hope you found this video helpful. If you do, please subscribe, share, and click the notification icon so that you don't miss next tutorial. Thank you for watching.